Oh, good morning. I'm just want to know if this is Brenda Kelly.
Yes, it is.
Wonderful. Brenda, good morning. I hope you're doing well.
I am. Thank you. How about you?
Things are absolutely wonderful. We are a company here that represents clients against the CRA, and we have just been retained 25 minutes ago by.
Can I have your name, please?
Yes, Kevin, middle initial J, last name Johnston.
We are not allowed to talk to you.
And why would that be?
I don't really know. I just know that we received an email a while ago. Let me.
Well, Brenda, just a quick question for you here. Are you saying you're not going to talk to me in your official capacity as a member of the CRA? Is that what you're saying?
I'm not really sure what I'm going to do just because of the file that this is on.
Which file? Because we represent a lot of clients. We have hundreds of clients.
I know you do.
Oh, you know that. Oh, great. Well, at any rate, I'm just going to bring up very quickly here. Has retained our corporation to act as legal agent for him and, of course, get his taxes done. And from what we can tell here, there are a large number of deliberate, these are not errors the CRA has made. These are actually deliberate attacks, moving, not even at arm's length, just moving all of his corporate earnings into his personal name and then issuing threats to him. Did you have any comment on that?
No, and I'm not going to have that conversation with you simply because we don't have it on file that you are authorized to speak on Mr. LeMay's behalf.
Okay, so just oh, don't worry, you have that, and unfortunately, what's going to happen here is Mark McDonald out in Surrey, BC, there is most likely going to see my name pop up and then delete it. That's what he's been doing. So we're
Kevin, I know exactly who you are.
Well, everybody in the country knows. Oh no, I know Canadians do. Like I am absolutely Canada's most remarkable individual. The whole country knows who I am. But it doesn't change the fact that we still have to abide by.
You're full of it for a Monday. You're full of it for a Monday morning, aren't you?
Full of what?
Yourself.
Oh, absolutely, I am. My ego is huge, but it's because I'm so amazing at what I do.
Really
I mean, nobody knows more about tax law in Canada than me. I've dedicated 40 years to this.
Doesn't mean you're doing it right.
Oh, absolutely, it does. Because
are you in the country right now?
Why would that matter?
Because I'm kind of curious as to how, I know, like I said, I know your name. You said he's retained your corporation.
Yes.
Which corporation is that?
Canmore Acquisitions. You have that on file. But to answer your question, I'm currently in the city of Calgary. I'm pretty sure you know where that is.
Yeah, I know where that is.
Okay, yes, because I'm running for mayor of Calgary again, and in what's going to happen here with my mayorship when I win, I'm already in negotiations with the Trump administration. We're going to do what we can to start moving Alberta out of Canada. I mean, I'll do my part. I can't do it myself, as you know, but I certainly can work very closely with the administration on that. And part of the campaign is that anybody who resides within the city of Calgary, if they have a Calgary address and they pay Calgary city taxes, will be protected by the city from the CRA. Because as you know, the CRA is not a police force nor a judiciary. You're relying on the Income Tax Act, which pertains to you and the CRA staff, but not the general public. Any thoughts on that?
I'm not answering your question.
Why would that be?
Because you're full of it.
Full of what? We've talked about this.
Absolutely full of it, just like Jason, actually. We do not have any company authorized on Jason's personal, and I don't believe.
Well, again, we just faxed. I said about 25 to 30 minutes ago, we just faxed the AUT01 form.
Like I said, until our system shows that Canmore Acquisitions is authorized, I'm not talking to you about any of Jason's businesses.
Okay, well, I'll just ask you a question then, because it was unusual that Jason indicated that you explained that according to Section 1527 of the Income Tax Act, that you were enforcing slavery. Could you maybe explain that one to me? I was taken aback by that.
Detaxers, are you familiar with that phrase?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Detaxers?
Detaxers.
Familiar with detaxers? People that do not believe that income taxes, among other things, are legal. Free man of the land.
Oh, no, I don't deal with those people. The free man in the land movement and the sovereign citizen movement, no, absolutely not. There are so many laws in Canada that actually protect people from the CRA that I would never go down the road of dealing with those idiots. You know, it's just like the KKK and Black Lives Matter and Antifa. These are all extremist organizations. I want nothing to do with that. No, what I do is I work within the bounds of the law. Go ahead.
Is a free man of the land.
Nah, that's not something that he's conversed with me, because I ask that question of everybody. We don't.
He's the land. He is a detaxer.
Oh, is he? Okay. Well,
that's where the slavery thing comes in.
Well, not necessarily. I mean, if somebody is being forced to do something under threat, I mean, technically that is slavery, but it's absolutely extortion. I wouldn't go down the road of slavery. I would go down the road of extortion. I mean, the Criminal Code of Canada is very clear on things like uttering threats, intimidation, extortion, fraud over 5,000, malicious prosecution, misrepresentation, breach of trust. These are crimes that have nothing to do with the free man movement. Nothing.
That depends on their interpretation.
Well, it doesn't matter. I mean, if you get charged with it, which is something that we have the right to do, you have to argue that in court. You can argue the merits of that in court. I'm saying that I would really prefer that all Canadians, CRA and citizens included, obey the law, which is something that I do. In fact, we know the law quite well, and I keep not one but two criminal lawyers on retainer at all times. I make phone calls saying, hey guys, is this legal, what we're about to do? And as soon as we get clearance from these very good lawyers, we go ahead and we do it. But the CRA does not do that. I know that you deal with the Department of Justice and you've got to pay them a decently sized fee to represent you. Do you ever actually get real legal advice from them before you make these phone calls?
What phone calls?
The phone calls that you were making to Jay or anybody else in Canada where you are trying to enforce the Income Tax Act.
I don't need legal advice to do that.
Why do you feel that you don't need legal advice to do that?
Because I'm doing my job.
And what does that mean?
There's no law that says I have to get legal advice to make a phone call.
But there is a law that states that once you are aware someone is represented by a third party, that you're no longer allowed to call them, whether your policy says otherwise.
No, that's not true.
Oh, it's not true?
You quote me the act where it says once they are represented by a third party, we can no longer contact them.
Oh, no, no. I'm quoting criminal law. That's the one I quote. That's the only law I care about. The Income Tax Act is a worthless document. It's the Criminal Code of Canada is the one that I have respect for.
I don't deal with the criminal code. That's a completely different division within the CRA.
No, the Criminal Code of Canada has nothing to do with the CRA at all. The CRA is an independent agency. Like you're a corporation for profit. No, I get that. But the point I want to make here is if you break the law, like criminal law, that the Income Tax Act's not going to protect you, and nor is Crown immunity. That only stops you from getting litigated against. Doesn't stop you from being arrested for committing crimes. So I'm just asking, could you please, I'm not demanding anything of you. Could you please call me, because I know you have my phone number there on your screen, instead of calling Jay, because we are retained. And we are going to...
No, at this point to do that. So no, I'm not.
I see. Okay, so then I have to...
see the authority on his account.
Okay, but again, you're quoting policy. The CRA, I don't work for the CRA. So your
policy, you are not authorized on my system to deal with Ms.
But that's your policy. The law.
That's not policy.
Sure it is.
That's legislation.
It's what?
Oh my God.
Oh, it's legislation, you said. That's what you said. Okay,
Yep.
but collection agencies are also under legislation, and when they break the law, they get charged criminally. You're a collection agent, is what you are. You're not. You have no special authority in Canada, which is why I wonder why you take the approach with everybody that you do. So I'm just going to ask very, very nicely here, and I'm
enforcing legislation.
You're what?
I'm enforcing the Income Tax Act, the Excise Tax Act, the Federal Administration Act. Like, the list is pretty long.
Okay, so you're going to continue what you're telling me here, and I'm only interpreting it based on the words that you are using. You, as an agent of the Canada Revenue Agency, will continue to utter threats, intimidate, and criminally harass my client because your policy says that my name is not on your screen. Is that what I'm hearing?
I'm doing no such thing.
Well, you are. I'm telling you that's the Criminal Code of Canada that you're in violation of when you are doing this. I'm informing you that
I'm not doing it.
Well,
you would have to put that in a court of law, and good luck with that.
Well, if you make a phone call to Jay, that's all the evidence that we need. You're the one who's going to be doing that. You'll be the one committing the crime, not me. So could you please leave my client alone, deal with me directly? If you don't want to talk to me on the phone, that's fine, but we can do this in writing, and you have the Canmore Acquisitions address on file because I've given it to the CRA hundreds of times. We can do it all in writing. If you really don't like me, and you probably don't, I'm fine doing this in writing.
Well, like I said, until you are officially authorized, I will do no such thing.
You will do no such thing. Okay, but it's that level of arrogance.
You're not authorized on the system, Kevin. You're
Well,
not.
on the CRA's system, but you don't make the law. You are not a judiciary.
Yeah,
You're
and
not.
you don't either.
No, I just call the cops when we need to, and they enforce the law.
Then you go ahead and call the.
You really? Is that you really want me to charge you criminally? Is that what I'm hearing you say? Let's go through it. Uttering threats, criminal harassment, intimidation, extortion. Well, if you contact my client again and make a demand of anything without due compensation to the man, you're going to be committing a crime.
Don't contact Jason. He doesn't answer the phone. So
okay, so contact me. Call me. It's okay.
Don't talk to Jason.
Well, call me. If Jason probably doesn't want to talk to you. I can't imagine any Canadian citizen wants to speak to you or the CRA in general, because the tactics that you people use are cold and cruel and sinister. You know, we've got some CRA representatives that have threatened to kidnap people's children. Well, I've got some of these things on record. It's crazy. Some of the things that people have said from the CRA to people.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Some of the things people say to me too. So what's your point?
Yeah, but they're not in violation of the law. You are. That's the problem here.
No, I'm not.
So tell me how you're not in violation of the law. Please, I want to hear this.
You think you are, then you bring charges and we'll go before the judge and we'll see what the judge says.
Okay, so are you challenging me to file criminal charges against you?
Sure.
You really are challenging me. Wow, that is
sure, you've got nothing, Kevin. You're just all smoke and mirrors.
Like yourself and like the entire staff.
My job and nothing else.
Okay.
The fact that your client doesn't like it is his problem.
Well, actually, it's not. It'll be your problem if you keep harassing him. Look, because the CRA has no authority. You know you have no authority. You don't carry guns. You don't carry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
We don't have to carry guns to enforce. We're not the Americans.
Oh, that's a very hateful thing to say, but go ahead. Continue.
It's not. We don't carry guns. You know that.
Of course I know that. I know the law better than you ever will. I know that.
For you, I'm not a lawyer, and nor do I need to be to do my job.
No, but you have to abide by criminal law. I don't care about your policies.
No, I do not.
You do not have. Did you just say you do not have to abide by criminal law?
That's not the mandate of my job. I follow the Income Tax Act, the Excise Tax Act, the Financial Administration Act, and numerous other acts, CPP Act, EI Act.
So you're telling me that you have the right to commit the crime of extortion?
Those laws, that legislation does not impede the criminal code.
Excuse me, but the criminal code supersedes your little act that you're talking about there. Are you not aware of
And
this?
what did I just, none of my act, none of the legislation goes against the criminal code.
When you operate outside of the law, the Income Tax Act is not going to protect you. So you're saying that you won't talk to me because you don't like me. That's fine. Everybody who works for the Canadian government hates
No,
me.
I'm not
I like it.
talking to you about LeMay because you are not authorized.
Well, have a look at your fax machine. The AUT-01 form is there. And I'm just saying that, and I'm asked again, in the nicest possible way, please do not call my client, call me.
I don't.
And if you find
I
me
don't.
as repugnant as I think that you do, just do it in writing to my address and I will take care of it.
Well, until we get those instructions.
Well, you already have
fax
them.
machine send it to.
We send, you'll love this one. It always goes to Winnipeg, Sudbury, Toronto, and Ottawa. We make sure that the 4 big boys get their copies.
Well, that's probably not where to send it.
Well, either way, you'll still get it in your email box. I know how the CRA functions.
I don't get it in my email.
I'm sorry? You won't get it. You're going to tell me you're not going to get an internal email.
No, I won't. Are
If
you
it has-
kidding? You know how many paper Winnipeg gets a day?
Yeah, but
No,
if
they will update stuff
Yeah.
with if it's properly filled out, they will update the system. I don't get an email.
yeah, but you'll get, when you get it, there's a letter from me with your name on it and your phone number on it, which says that,
Well, they-
hi,
They
my
might
name
forward
is,
it to the office. They might forward it to the office, yeah.
oh, yeah, so you'll get a copy eventually. How long do you figure it's going to take?
Months.
Months. It's going to take months for you get an authorization letter from me in reference to presenting and representing my client.
The AU01 I won't even see.
Why?
And
Why
they've
would
got
you
a-
not see? Why would you not see the AUT-01 form?
Because you didn't send it to me. You sent it to Winnipeg. So all Winnipeg's going to do.
Okay,
they will-
do you have an email address that I could send it to?
No, we do
No.
not correspond by email.
I know that you don't. I just thought I would ask. But do you have a fax number that I could send to you directly at your desk?
Well, I don't work in the office, so it doesn't come directly to me.
What, you work from home?
I just don't work in the office.
Oh, where do you work?
I'm not telling you that.
Why not?
Why would I tell you where I work?
Well, just in
All you
case
need
we
to
have to
know
send
is
you legal
I work
documents.
in the office.
Yeah,
Pardon?
just in case I have to send you legal documents, that's all. Correspondence. I'm not going to go to your
If
house. I
you're
want nothing to
sending
do
us
with going to your house.
Documents, you serve them to the Department of Justice at the Epcot Tower.
No, I mean, we could do that. I'm pretty sure you know how useless they are, but sure, I could do that.
They're probably about as useless as you are.
Ooh, oh, my goodness. Not,
1A.
not really.
Not bad for a Monday.
Not really, but, and not very clever either. But go ahead and tell me why you think I'm useless. Let me hear it.
Well, if you happen to think our Department of Justice is useless, then I guess you are too.
Well, I do because I've interacted with many of them. There's a lot of DEI hires there who are exceptionally unintelligent individuals. I mean, we're talking intelligence quotients less than 82. I don't know how they got the job, quite frankly. And I'm quite familiar with the types of individuals the
Hard.
CRA has been hiring over the last few years. And their
Hard.
IQs are less than 80. So go ahead. Let me hear it. Did you say they passed the bar? They passed the bar. Okay. Do you know how low the bar is to become a lawyer in Canada? Have you seen it?
No, why would I? I have no
Well-
inclination to become a lawyer.
You have no inclination to be a lawyer
No.
and no inclination whatsoever to abide by the law, it seems, right?
No, that's your opinion, and you've yet to prove it. So, good
Well,
luck with that one.
You haven't committed the crime against my client specifically yet. I'm sure you commit crimes every day when you're talking to people, but they're not charging you.
You are so full of it. I've been doing this job a very long time.
It doesn't
And if
mean
you
it's
think
legal.
I'm intimidated by somebody like you, good luck with that.
Oh, I don't care if you're intimidated or not. It has nothing to do with me trying to intimidate you.
Oh,
This is more of education for both you and I. And you are divulging quite a bit here in reference to the fact that,
Station there, you're full of it.
okay, I'm full of it. But again, full of
Yeah,
what?
you're-
Aside from ego, full of what?
Bullshit.
Bullshit. Oh, I see. So you're accusing me of being a liar, are you?
Yes.
Name one
Yeah.
thing I've lied about. Let me hear it.
Oh, doing things where people don't have to pay tax or payroll. I think payroll is your latest thing.
Which means that you're watching my show.
Which means you keep popping up on my bloody TikTok.
You're welcome.
No, not really. I laugh, actually. I laugh right up there with right up there with
Well, again, that's because you haven't been put in your place yet. But, once you are at some
Get
point.
on. Think I've done something illegal, like I said.
No, well, I
bring
wasn't
it
finished.
on.
I wasn't finished my sentence. I'm saying, maybe it's going to be one of our lawyers and maybe it's going to be someone else's. But once you get a taste of that, I think that you're going to stop laughing and stop.
I had a taste of that. Thanks. I've
Oh, you've had a taste
of that.
You've had a taste of that,
Yeah.
have you? Well, what does that mean exactly?
All thrown out of court. So
All thrown out of court. Oh, I see. Like
there
what?
was 8 of
What was thrown out of court?
the actions that they tried to bring against me and CRA. It was all
Oh, okay.
thrown out of court.
All
All 8 of them.
All 8? Just 8? Well, then
Like,
guess-
bring it on.
bring it on. Well, but those
My
were
job
civil.
and I do
Those were civil actions, right?
the ones that are the most crooked. So bring it on.
Okay, but were those civil actions or were those criminal actions?
Oh, civil.
They're all.
If you
Oh.
criminally wrong, bring it on. Bring
Okay.
it on.
Well, I think it's a little weird that people who work for the Canada Revenue Agency always issue challenges to be sued and or charged criminally. That's a
Because
very
you're full of it. You nothing. I
Like
do my job and I do my job well. The fact that you don't like it, that's your problem, not mine.
well. It's not my problem at all. We've done
Fine.
quite well. We've done quite well protecting a lot of people from the likes of you and everybody else at the CRA. Quite well.
Good for you.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much. Although I think that's sarcasm.
Yes, it is.
It is. You are aware, of course, that sarcasm is absolutely the lowest form of communication available to anyone, right? It's not funny. It's not clever either.
That's your opinion.
Well, my opinion tends to be a lot more valuable than anyone else's.
In
As
your
I
mind,
think-
it is, yes.
As I think we've covered before, I'm the best there is.
Apparently, yeah.
Yes, thank you for that. Okay. So again, I'm going to ask one more time very nicely. Please leave my client alone. Please deal with me. We will do whatever we can.
Tax and excise tax acts like I do
Okay.
every day.
All right. So that is fine. So what you're telling me is you're going to continue to criminally harass, intimidate, utter threats to, and extort my client.
Nope,
And you're going to do so under the guise of the Income Tax Act.
not facts, but you keep telling yourself that. You keep telling the client that. Yeah.
Well, it's just simply a matter of, I think the big thing here is that we just have to educate Canadians as to what you and the CRA really is. The average individual believes the CRA to be some kind of judiciary. But, after we educate them, we we discuss at length with everybody what the laws actually mean. More and more people are becoming less and less afraid of the CRA. The only thing the CRA has is threats. That's all you have. What else do you have? Like, how would you enforce anything if I chose to not cooperate with you? What would you do?
I take things.
You take
I
things.
seize. Yeah, I seize things.
Which court do you use for that? Do you use tax court or do you use the Superior Court of the province?
I use it in Civil Enforcement Act.
Civil enforcement. Okay, so that means you go to tax court then.
No, it's provincial jurisdiction.
Provincial jurisdiction. Oh, very good. The Civil Enforcement Act. Now, does that involve you filing a lawsuit and winning, or does that involve you just putting some paperwork in behind the scenes?
Shouldn't you know all this?
Well, I'm asking you. I know what you do. I'm asking you what you do.
Why are you asking me this when you know the answer?
Well, because you seem to believe that you know more than myself, and I just want to make sure that I'm dealing with someone who actually does know the policies and procedures
I
and the.
never said thing.
Oh, so you don't know the policies and procedures?
Of course I do.
Well, then why did you just
You
tell
don't
me that you
believe-
don't?
You just think it's all extortion.
Well, I do, because you're compelling someone to do something that they don't want to do, and you're not offering compensation for it. And what you're doing is relying on the Income Tax Act, which pertains to you and the CRA, but not to the general public. If it did, the word punishment would appear in the Income Tax Act, but you can't be punished for not cooperating with the CRA. Right?
Nope.
Nope, she says. What does that mean?
No, it doesn't contain the word punish, nor
Right.
does it need to.
Well, sure it does. In order for it to be a
It does.
law that's punishable, it has to have the word punishment within it. Do you not think?
Nope.
No, it doesn't. Okay. So you're just going to go ahead and take people's stuff, as you say. And as you said to Jay earlier, that you're going to enforce slavery utilizing section 152-7. Again, a very
Well, those
unusual
are
thing to say. A
They're
very weird.
Jason's words.
No, they were yours. It's a very strange thing to say.
Never use the word slavery. That's one of Jason's favorite words because he is a free man of the land.
He's
So,
actually not, but
you carry on with
okay, he's actually not. All right. So let's just
You're
get to the
hilarious.
bottom. Let's just get to the bottom of this. All right. We know our clients well. We have great conversations. You see, unlike yourself, we're quite friendly and we actually like human beings. That's the difference between us and you, which is why we succeed. And the CRA within the next 5 years is going to fail miserably. I am well aware of your financial situation, by the way, not yours personally, but the CRA's. Nonetheless, I wanted to get to the bottom of, will you please leave my client alone? Yes or no?
I will continue to enforce the Income Tax and Excise Tax Act.
Okay, so now that we know that you are going to ignore everything that's being said to you, which is legal, by the way, what I'm saying to you, that we will have no choice not to waste our time with civil cases because you think those are funny, but we will have no choice but to file criminal charges against you, and it's going to be embarrassing. But that's okay. I think you are wanting that. Is that correct? You want me to file criminal charges?
I don't really care what you do. I
I'll
will
just-
continue to enforce the Income and Excise
Very good.
Tax Act.
Very, very good.
Very good.
This has been a most pleasurable conversation. May we have it again soon sometime?
Until you're authorized, I'm not talking to you.
Well, thank you for that. Certainly do appreciate that, which means you won't answer questions about the client. But can we continue having conversations about the CRA? Would that be something you and I could do?
No,
And why is that?
I'm far too busy to be having nonsense conversations with you.
Well,
We
you,
don't agree, see eye to eye, we'll just leave it at that.
so do you feel what you do somehow serves the nation well?
Absolutely it does.
So you are aware then that more than $1 trillion has left the country to go to war zones around the world? I know this because I used to be a journalist. I've been to the Myanmarian war zone where I saw that Canadian money had paid for bullets and swords to slaughter 55,000 Hindus and Buddhists. I mean, do you think that's worthwhile?
Are we getting off topic?
No, not really, because the Canadian, your corporation, the CRA, paid for that. I've got the footage if you'd like to see it. It's really gross.
I have no control over what the government does with our money, just like.
Well, you just said, though, that you feel that what you do for a living benefits the country. And now I've just told you that me, as a former wartime correspondent who actually went to war zones, Eritrea, Ethiopia, Nigeria, Thailand, Burma.
And what about
Bangladesh.
benefits that the government puts in place for everyday Canadians?
Like what?
Oh
Okay, so hold on.
my God.
You're- Like what? Since
Well,
Trudeau got into office, the Canadian government has not built any new highways, no new airports, no new shipping ports. There's one hydroelectric dam that the Eskimos didn't want, by the way. There's no infrastructure that is being built for Canadians with their money. The healthcare system in Canada is number 63 in the world. Education's number 48. Please tell me
You know,
where the
all
money
of
is
that
going.
is provincial, right? You know, all of that is provincial.
Yeah, but you
Federal
collect money.
government
You collect
It's
money
up to
for the
do
provinces.
it.
On the HST side, you collect money for the provinces. What are they doing with it?
I do not, because I am in Alberta, so I do not collect HSTC. I have
No?
nothing to
Okay.
do with it.
Very good. So now, where do you think that the GST is going? Because the Trans-Canada Highway, that's definitely federal. Via Rail is federal. Airports are federally regulated. The shipping ports, they're federal. The Army is federal. The Air Force, well, we don't even really have one of those, but that's federal. All three of our diesel-powered frigates, that's federal. We don't have any nuclear-powered defense mechanisms at all, like ships. Where's the money going? Do you know?
Well, the question would probably be, do I care?
And that's the problem right there. You see, you're collecting probably a six-figure salary right now to criminally harass and extort Canadians, and you don't care where the money goes.
I do not make six figures. Let me stop you right there.
You
I
don't?
do not make six figures. No.
Oh. Would it bother you to know that I make six figures every 3 days? Would that bother you?
Oh, good for you.
Of course it does. Now, since you don't care what...
Why would I concern myself with how much money somebody else makes?
Well, because that's what you do for a living, is you concern yourself with how much money people make, and you try to steal it from them. That's why.
Oh, I do concern myself with how much money people make.
You concern yourself.
myself-
Your job is to concern yourself with what people make so you can steal it. Your entire... She hung up. Woo! Kevin, I'm not going to talk to you. Then she talks to me for 36 minutes.
Canada Revenue Agency, Brenda speaking.
Oh, good morning. I'm just want to know if this is Brenda Kelly.
Yes, it is.
Wonderful. Brenda, good morning. I hope you're doing well.
I am, thank you. How about you?
Things are absolutely wonderful. We are a company here that